Your shooting percentages weren't particularly good, and you got out rebounded. What enabled that comeback?
The guys just kept fighting. They kept fighting. They kept scrapping, and when it just looked like we couldn't get anything going, we couldn't make any shots in that first half. We found ourselves within 10, and then within 7, and with a lot of basketball to play. And, Domas really came in that second half and established us, was able to get a rhythm offensively, get something going there. Then we were able to get some stops and eventually, make plays to win the game. We got the stops that we needed. We started to score, huge tip in by Wesley. The scrap game that we talk about winning, I thought we won that late in this game.
You played Turner and Sabonis together, maybe more than ever, and probably for the first time at the end of a game. Why was that?
It was the play of the game. I'm calling it the play of the game because what I did was I went to a 3-big rotation the second half, which is pretty much what we're going to go to, a 9-man rotation, but a 3-big rotation. I got Thad out early in that third quarter, brought him back, and then had him in the game in the fourth quarter, and I told him I was going to give him a 2-minute breather when I brought Miles in the game. But Miles and Domas was playing so well, really the play of the game. Thad said, let him go. Don't mess with him. And, that is what we got to be about, supporting your teammates, encouraging your teammates. When guys have rhythms, let them go, and support that. And that, came to me at that time out, I think a 4-minute timeout, and said, let them go, leave them alone. And we did. And, that group was able to finish.
I thought Collison had a really good all-around game, both ends. He seemed more aggressive than usual. Could you just comment on his performance?
Yeah, I thought all of our guys, they fought. That first half we really had some open looks and couldn't knock down any shots, but we stayed with it. Guys continued to scrap. We, talked about 48 minutes is a long time, and you're not going to win it, in the really the first 12 or 24 or 36. Sometimes it takes 48 minutes to win a game, and we fought for 48 and was able to get it. And it starts with our guards. He had the challenge tonight, DC, of guarding Westbrook, who's a beast. And Wesley, we try to match his minutes with Paul, who had a unbelievable night, and we got just enough stops to win this game.
Nate, the defensive, I guess there's a sequence there, fourth quarter, both defensive plays. Is there anything in your mind that you can think of this season that would top the 2 steals or turnovers there that Paul had that best defines what you expect out of this team defensively?
Yeah, that's get up and pressure. That was one of the first things on the board tonight. First thing was transition defense. Second thing was pressure the ball, pressure the catch. Both Paul and Westbrook, Schroeder, those guys are elite scorers, and they score off the dribble. I thought we did a good job, especially late, of pressuring their dribble, getting some deflections, and really disrupting their rhythm defensively. And that is what we have to be about. Really it came at the right time for us.
And then offensively, in the last minute, it really looked like you rolled the dice with Bojan. You kind of let him handle the ball at the top, especially in the final 23 seconds there. What was the play out of the timeout when Miles was open at the top of the key? I mean, was there anything other than, Bojan looking for a shot, or was there something you wanted other than that?
Well, as I think I've said the last couple games, we got to create really another style of play. Victor was the guy that we put the ball in his hands, going down the stretch. Normally we're working with DC and a big. The last few games I've wanted to develop Bogey in that role of giving him the ball and allowing him to run some pick and rolls. And he did a really nice job tonight with elite defender Paul George guarding him in running the pick and roll. The last play was to run a spread set with Miles, try to get Adam in the pick and roll. They're 5 in the pick and roll and make a read. He was able to get to the basket a couple of times. Adams broke off, and the game winner was Bogey pulled up, and Wesley gets the rebound. So we're in the process of developing how do we play going down the stretch because we have a change in our roster. Tonight it was Domas. It was a group that we haven't had all season long. Domas, Miles, and Bogey are the guys that we close with.
Nate, I know it's just 1 of 82, but considering you guys were down 19 points, the energy from the crowd during that comeback, and the fact that things have been a little bit up and down since the All-Star break, was that the win of the season for you guys tonight?
It's a great win. It's really a great win for us before we go out on the road against a very good team. And, of course, our crowd has been great all year long. And, our guys fed off of that. We continue to fight and believe in ourselves and each other. And, without the crowd and lifting our guys and bringing that energy, those guys fed off of that tonight. And we beat a very good team before going out on the road. And our goal was to defend home court again before we go out on this road trip.